field there by won an All-Star last night at the Irish News All-Star Awards. The effort coming in here, and it looks a good effort too, and it is a good effort.
Score.
A wonderful point from Callum McGrugan with the point, and Newbridge have their second of the day.
Definitely need it. That sort of keeps them in touch, and Magherafelt have been very, very comfortable. And Newbridge could do another wee score before half time here would be very, very useful to them.
Possession from this kick out could be vital. They've pushed up on Magherafelt on this occasion, but it didn't matter because Oren Lynch still finds Conor McCluskey. Didn't matter pushing up or not, they still find space, and McCluskey goes for the return. McCluskey has paced up Bourne and he's leaving Newbridge behind. Nathan Rocks is trying to get back at him, but he gets the ball away to the far side. Murphy onto the left foot with the effort. Simple as you like from Magherafelt.
So intelligent a game from Conor McCluskey. He takes men out of the road, he does the runs, and he gives the ball to the forward. Let the forward knock the ball over the bar. You know, he always takes the right option. He's just a super player.
Cormac Murphy's third of the game so far, all from play, and Magherafelt lead by 8 points to 2 and respond immediately again to Newbridge's score.
Forwards love that, Alan. Forwards love the fact that the defender will give it to you and give you let you shoot. And Cormac Murphy makes the runs. He's been given the ball, and he's so far he's been excellent.
Mark McGrugan spreads it to the far side. Keep it in play on the far side is Shane McGrugan. Shane keeps it in, and it's back to Mark again. Back to Shane. Newbridge need a score. I think it was one additional minute was being held up there.
1 minute.
1 minute. We're into that 1 minute at the moment as James Gribbin comes forward. Can Newbridge get a score before half time? They trail by 6 at the moment. Conor McGrugan in possession. James Gribbin's outside him if he requires him. James Gribbin makes that run and takes the Shane Heavern away from the ball. And it left that little bit of space and cutting inside. There might be a chance here if the challenge comes in, but that's a poor effort from the corner back there. Conor McGrugan tried to fist it and got that all wrong in midfield. That is going to be the last action of a first half that has been completely dominated by Magherafelt.
Magheraftelt's approach has been very disciplined. They're very patient on the ball. Defensively they're marking the Newbridge danger players very well.
Magherafelt
very happy.
In control, Danny. 6 points to the good, 8 points to 2. And really playing the game.
It's just so like the last day. Newbridge in the first half against Lavey were very dead, and they came out in the second half and took over, so they're going to have to do the same again if they're going to challenge them at all.
It's difficult to see where they're going to do it though, but because Magherafelt are so comfortable and they have all the avenues closed off. Newbridge, we talk about their pace and their at breaking, but they can't get their hands on the ball at the moment. They can't overturn, they can't do any turnovers to break at pace.
I think that's the hard bit for them. They can't get their hands on the ball. Magherafelt, I would say, out of the 30 minutes there, have had the ball for over 20. You know, and what they've been doing with the ball is just excellent. You know, they recycle it, they take the man on when they have to, and they throw it to the right players to shoot. As Cormac Murphy has 3 from play, Shane has a few frees, Dan Higgins got one. You know, they've moved the ball about well. And it's just been very, very hard for Newbridge to defend against.
So comfortable for Magherafelt at the moment, and the scoreboard shows that. Magherafelt 8 points, Newbridge 2 points. More from Danny and myself in the second half. But for now, we're going to take a short break. few stern words in the dressing room from Paul Conway and Niall in there at half-time.
I've no doubt Paul and Niall will be definitely demand that they put a bit more effort into it. I think that's as poor as I've seen them play this year. Newbridge are a lot better than that. The second half last week against Lavey, they'll be hoping to come out now and try and do something similar to that. But as I say, Magherafelt have been very, very comfortable, and it's just fun to see if they can penetrate them a wee bit.
Option on 9 times out of 10 is Oren Lynch, who juggled with possession there, put under pressure by Sean Young. And Sean Young, in fairness to him, has probably been Newbridge's best player again.
Definitely, and he's covered a serious amount of ground. He's put in tackles, he's carried the ball. You know, he's definitely probably their person who has their hands on the ball most. He's just working all over the pitch.
So the parry to Lynch. Coming to meet him. There's a drive forward here.
Good.
Paddy McLaren, but it's been overturned, and this is where Newbridge need to make it pay. And going in is Paddy McGrogan. It's a long fist forward looking for Paddy from Mark Doherty. Paddy is a very acute anchor that's down under the challenge, and it's out and wide of the target. But the referee, has he signalled a free, or is he just going to have a little chat here to the umpire? And everything is happy. It's gone down as a wide.
I think Paddy thought he maybe got a wee push in the back there, and he might have, but just got away with it this time.
So it remains 8 points to 2 in favour of the Rossa men, and Oren Lynch getting ready to kick this one out. Slices off his boot, but the challenge comes in, and the referee watches that with a 2. He felt that the both of them were pulling at each other, but it was a dangerous kick out. Shane McGuckin did enough, and to help him out then was Simon McErlane. So Magherafelt have it back yet again, coming up the far side, but there's a little bit more aggression from Newbridge at the start of the second half, a bit like we saw last week against Lavey in the second half. There was more aggression about them, but Magherafelt still looking very, very comfortable.
Definitely push a little more, and I see Paddy McGrogan out on to Owen McAvoy. We're trying to get Paddy in the ball a wee bit more. Definitely Newbridge are going to get back into this game. They definitely need Paddy and Conor Doherty on the ball.
They do, but here's Oren Lynch coming through the centre, and Oren may have a go here, but no, it's a long fist forward looking for Dan Higgins, who gathers possession, strong shoulder in, but Dan gets the fist away, gets the fist over the bar.
Very strong through the middle, another great run through the middle, and he found the space and strong enough to hold off the challenge and get the ball fisted over the bar.
Second of the day for Dan. The kick out coming from James Griffin, under pressure at the moment, and has to go long over to the far side. The hand's got a wonderful catch over there.
Superb
catch. It's taken quickly. Nathan Rocks goes after this one, under pressure from Danny Hebert, but Rocks gets away from Danny, and Hebert looks to get support, gets it from Mark Grogan. But Newbridge need to move the ball much quicker if they're to get openings in this Magherafelt side that has been rock solid so far. The ball is spread away over here now to Sean Young. Young coming driving forward. They need a little bit of inspiration from the young fella that he done last week for them. It's Aidan McLone in possession, been pushed back out here by Shane McGuckin though. Paddy McGrogan comes to meet him. Paddy has to go back to James Griffin. Paddy caught late there by Owen McAvoy, but the referee not be enough to let it continue. James Griffin comes soloing forward here now for Newbridge, who trail by 7 points, 9 points to 2, and James is still going. Fancies his chances. There's James, drops it in, and it's fisted away by Oren Lynch. Going on to this one was Oren McLeod. Is he being fouled? Referee says no.
There might have been a wee push in the back again. Magherafelt's breaking here now. A great super pass.
There's a chance now. Here,
2 against
Dan
1.
Higgins plays it across, and Higgins may go for the return here, and it is into Higgins. Higgins burying in on goal. Will he take the point, or will he think of a goal here? He's still going. He's down, but he's been bottled up.
Great tackle to hold him up.
Good defending.
Great tackle. Great tackle. Well won back.
And now the game is opening up a little bit more, as Newbridge need to push forward to try and get themselves back into it, but that will leave gaps at the other end. But the question is, can Magherafelt pay dividends to those gaps? And at the moment, it's opening up a little bit, Danny.
Yep, Newbridge a wee bit more intent. Mark Doherty chased back there from the whole road from the forwards to get a tackle in, and Dan Higgins there was super.
Ian McLeod comes out to Mark McGrogan, but it's slow at the moment from Newbridge.
Slow, and Magherafelt are sticking to their plan. They're man to man. They are on certain men, and they are following them. And it's working for them. Yeah, super tackle.
And Magherafelt trying to move it quickly. This will be moved forward. It's Danny Heaver, and the referee is having a word here of Aidan McLeod.
Great tackling there from Shea McGuffin. Didn't let the man go past, just held him up. Didn't let him up off the ground. Did it totally legally, just to way up for overholding.
So Barry Cassidy just telling them to calm down a little bit here. Danny Heaver going to take the free. Danny plays it in to the brother Shane. Shane gathers possession. 3 points in the first half, all from frees. Would like one from play, but under pressure here, and goes down under the challenge and wins himself a free in. And a little bit of afters coming in there. And Shane, I'm sure, will dust himself down and get back on his feet to pop this one over. Very strong. Very
strong again. He just got past the man, stepped across him. It's very hard for the defender to defend that. It's just his pace and strength, and he pulled the free.
So Aidan McLeod will pick up a yellow card here because he was worn down in front of us. Seconds ago for delaying Magherefelt's free. So a chance for Shane Heaver after he received some treatment. And the referee just laying down the law here. Nathan Rocks is in there as well, as you see in your picture. But it's Aidan McLeod that's going to pick up the yellow card, which is flashed by Barry Cassidy at the substitute for Newbridge. And this is a chance for Shane Heaver. 3 points all from frees in the opening half, has a chance to open up an 8-point advantage for Magherafelt, and they'll have hit the first 2 scores of the second half, and Newbridge's task is getting a lot harder as the minutes tick away. 7.5 minutes into the second half, and Shane curls it over beautifully.
Super free again. Very consistent. 4 out of 4. Hasn't missed.
Started off with a difficult one, Danny.
Yeah.
He said if he nailed that one, that could give him a lot of confidence, and it has done exactly that. The kick out here is intercepted there by Ronan Walls. Walls comes around the back to take possession. Quick hands here from Magherafelt. Can they finish maybe with a goal here as the bear in is across the goal. It's flicked forward, but it's flicked over the bar. The chance there. Not just sure who had the final touch.
Shane, I think it was Danny Heaver.
Yeah,
Danny Heaver inflicted over
the
the bar. Great run there again from Ronan McGuckin. Or Ronan Wall, sorry, broke through the tackle again and gave the ball off.
Long kick out from Gribble, but it's picked up there by Owen McAvoy under pressure from Mark Doherty. Fouled by Doherty. And Newbridge, they don't have the answers at the moment, Danny.
No, just can't get that on the ball. And Magherafelt have been very, very good. Their man marking has been excellent. Who they've chose to put on certain players has definitely worked so far. And Newbridge is just struggling to get into the game. It's just the exact same as the first half. Just can't get on the ball. Magherafelt going forward have been very, very good.
It's been a superb performance so far from Magherafelt.
Just excellent.
Marching towards the final. As it stands, the effort coming in, but this one's a disappointing one. Out and wide of the target for a wide for Magherafelt. A rare missed opportunity, in particular from Cormac Murphy, as James Gribbon plays it short out here to Paddy McGrogan.
Magherafelt are working so hard to get on to cover the kickouts, Newbridge kickouts. They're following men all over the pitch, making long runs.
The long ball forward here, but it's more a hit and hope, but it's well won over on the far side there. Callum McGrogan.
Yeah.
There's a little pass inside. And McGrogan, Callum again, comes through. Is he thinking of goal? Callum going through here, saved by the foot there. But it's back out here to Oran McGlone. But he can't get on it, but Oran Lynch stood firm and batted that away with the boot.
Great save, stood up tall, made it hard. A great run there from Callum McGrogan again.
Newbridge can't get Conor Doherty into the game at all.
Conor McCluskey is following him everywhere. The pace of the two of them are just sort of cancelling each other out. Yep.
Which is worse for Newbridge.
Yep, Newbridge need Conor on the ball and they just can't get on at the minute.
Oran Lynch soloing out, 11 points to 2. 10 minutes gone in the second half. And Newbridge at the moment are really struggling to get any hold of possession, as Magherafelt are just playing around with them at the moment. The ball is spread away over to Owen McAvoy coming forward from deep with all the space of the day to run over it. And Mark Doherty makes a sprint across to try and close it off. But coming in from the angle then is the wing half forward McLaren. And that one's way up into the air, but it's not dead yet. It's dropping in there, but it takes a bounce and that'll see it out over the end line and wide. And we are having a change on the Newbridge side. Coming in is Jude Diamond. So Jude Diamond coming in for Oran McGlone on the Newbridge side. 21 replacing 14 on the Newbridge team. 11 points to 2 in favour of Magherafelt. Remember, tomorrow we're live again, double header. The other intermediate semi-final to see who will face Glenallen. It'll be Greenlaw taking on Banagher. That game throwing in at 4 o'clock. Followed at 6 o'clock by the second of our senior championship semi-finals. Reigning champions, Glen taking on Slothlane. Danny Hebert will be in trouble.
Definitely high. It's definitely a booking. Just to slow him down.
As the boot comes out, Danny pleading his innocence, but I don't think he can plead too much.
No, and fair play to Ed McGlone. He's up and at it again. He didn't lie down or trying to make a show of it. He took the hit and got up again and got on with it. But definitely high tackles.
So Barry Cassidy having a stern chat here to Danny Hebert. I think it's going to be just a yellow. A yellow card for Danny. Newbridge get on with play. They need something very, very quickly.
Definitely, it just hasn't worked out the way we thought it would. And I thought this one really tight, score for score. But Magherafelt have been excellent, absolutely excellent, all over the pitch.
An impressive display from Magherafelt at the moment, but Newbridge far from there impressive. But here's the substitute coming through the centre again, gets the effort away, but again look at the bodies back there, a sea of red and white, and they come out with possession yet again as they work their way out now with Simon McAleen. Simon close to the sideline, put under severe pressure, but Simon has been fouled. So a free to Magherafelt. See the amount of bodies back there, Dan.
Just their defence has been super all day, and when Newbridge do look at getting goals, they get 3 or 4 men in behind the ball. They've just been excellent, and coming out with the ball, Simon was comfortable there carrying the ball out.
And Aidan McLone's in trouble here because he's booked already. Is it going to be a second yellow? No, I think it's his last warning, Dan.
I think that's nice to get a wee warning there instead of a card,
I think it's his last one anymore, and Aidan could be in the stand for the remainder of the game.
I don't think it was much on the tackle now. I don't think it was too bad. But
close to the sideline, receiving treatment here. So 11 points to 2. Magherafelt, as you'll see on your scoreboard, 43, almost 44 minutes on the clock. Not the game we expected, but credit has to go to the Magherafelt Rossamen, who have come here and put on a solid display, not giving Newbridge a sniff in this game. A late challenge coming in there from Nathan Rocks on Owen McAvoy. So Barry Cassidy again being called, and Nathan Rocks pleading with Barry Cassidy, who's having none of it. So
I didn't actually see it, Alan. I followed the ball, so it must have been after the ball was given.
To see what colour the card is going to be, but it was a late challenge on Owen McAvoy. And Barry Cassidy noting the name of Nathan Rocks, but what colour a card is going to be yellow. Yellow card for Nathan Rocks. Magherafelt support and the substitutes close by are not happy with the decision.
I must have seen it better. I didn't see it as I followed the ball, so it must have been late. I heard the clip of it, but it must have been just a wee bit late. It's up again anyway.
So another change. Danny Mulholland is in to the Newbridge side.
This is number 12, Shane McGrogan.
So Shane McGrogan has been called ashore. So into the final quarter of this O'Neill Senior Football Championship semi-final. Some supporters already heading home for the rugby, possibly, Danny.
I would say so. 2 points has been very disappointing for Newbridge.
The good thing is we'll not have to worry about
no extra
traffic.
No extra time this time.
And there'll be no traffic by the looks of it, because they're streaming out the gate at the moment with 15 minutes to go. And Oran Lynch in possession. Magherafelt in cruise control in this senior championship semi-final. Oran Lynch spreads it away over here to Lapari. Giuseppe Lapari. Now way back to Oran Lynch, playing a little game among themselves at the moment.
I think Magherafelt have learned a lot from their display against Ballinaskeen when they're not definitely haven't given away the ball as much tonight.
And now here comes Cormac Murphy driving through the centres. Cormac might be going for goal with the outside of the boot, but this one goes to the wrong side. And wide. Another wide. Newbridge just 2 points return. Danny, senior championship semi-final, 2 points on the board. Bitterly disappointing.
Even
2 point return.
Even 9 points up, Magherafelt are still following every man all over the pitch. So it's been very, very difficult for James Gribben to find any Newbridge man from his kick out. They've been excellent.
Conal Hearn gets back on his feet after that knock in the centre of the field. Okay, will resume with possession. I'm not sure who had possession when the referee halted it, so he may throw it up here. He's just making sure that Conal Hearn is okay. And I think Conal is going to have to go off. Yeah, possibly a little bit of blood maybe. So Magherafelt did have possession, so they're going to have control of the ball here with Danny Hebron with 13 minutes remaining. And Danny plays it long, looking for Shane, makes that bust of pace out, lays it off quickly to Lennox, and the referee says too many steps.
Yeah, too many steps, correct.
From Ryan Lennox, so it's going to be a free out to the Newbridge men, who really have not turned up, but you can't take that away from Magherfelt's performance. And here is Paddy McGrogan under pressure. Good challenge comes in there from Owen McAvoy. And Paddy says a little tug on the arm and a little push. But
I definitely thought there was a wee pull of the arm just at the start of the tackle.
That's what Paddy would seem to be pleading.
Yep.
So the ball across again to Oran Lynch with 12 minutes remaining. I don't think there's going to be too many back left here. Danny, when the full time whistle goes, looking at the stream going out that far gate.
Everybody's disappearing very quick.
Here's Shane McGuckin. McGuckin under pressure. He gets a knock on the face there, just Paddy McGrogan. Accidental though. Although he's looking at the referee to say that it was more than an accidental clash. But Oran Lynch, and the referee halts play, and he's going over here.
I suppose he was hit on the head, so as much as it's an injury to the head, they have to stop play.
Paddy's not going to listen to Barry Cassidy. He walks away from him. And Oran Lynch throws the ball over to Danny Hebron in your picture at the moment, still shouting instructions, with a side in cruise control leading by 9 points. They led at half time 8 points to 2. They've just hit the 3 points in the second half, but it's been enough because Newbridge have not added to their total. And here come the Rossa men yet again, on the way to the county final. Winners in 2019, beaten finalists the following year in Balahi against Slotney.
They look real good. You know, defensively they've been very, very solid, very hard to get through. Their man-to-man marking all over the pitch has been excellent, and Newbridge have found it very, very hard to penetrate them.
Joe Keenan about to come in for Magherafelt. Simon McErlane gives it back to his goalkeeper Oren Lynch. To Conor McCluskey, one of 16 Derry players to pick up an Irish News All-Star award last night. Between football, hurling
great for
and
the two.
camogie.
Great for the two, Owen and Conor, to pick up their awards last night. Congratulations to both of them.
Yeah, huge congratulations to all the recipients, and to Shane McGuigan, of course, the player of the year. As Shane Hebron comes forward here with the effort, but Shane's effort out and wide, and Giuseppe Lapari has been replaced by Joe Keenan.
Joe Keenan replaces number 4, Giuseppe Lapari. 18 for Magherafelt.
So Magherafelt make the change into the last 9 minutes or so. Soon time for you, Danny, to begin thinking of your player of the match. No real standout performers, but
Magherafelt have been so solid all over the pitch. It's just it's been a real good team effort. You know, that's hard to pick out of it, I suppose.
But you're not being allowed to sit on the fence like
No,
that.
I
You're
won't.
have to pick somebody.
I won't.
I'm not going to push you straight away, but you have time to think of it. And so Giuseppe Lapari getting high fives from all his substitutes. And panel here. So a free in to Shea McGuckin from the ground. McGuckin with the effort. Super from Shea McGuckin.
Super kick. Very, very comfortable. Definitely easier to kick when you're 9 points up.
Most definitely. 12 points to 2. Another change. In comes Niall Higgins. And that's his last action for Shea McGuckin. What a way to finish off a game.
He's been very, very good as well. There's 3 or 4 players who've been outstanding. Shane McGuckin's one of them.
2 points McGuckin hit in the 52 minutes that he was on the field. As the ball's forward here, Callum McGrogan has it for Newbridge. Can Newbridge put a little bit of respectability maybe on the scoreboard at the moment? But Magherafelt will not be in any mood as Paddy McGrogan's effort comes in. Paddy with the effort, but it's out and wide of the target, and wide for Newbridge and Paddy McGrogan. With 8 minutes remaining, 10 points between the sides. And Magherafelt have been superb, when Newbridge have been well off what we expected.
Definitely haven't got near the second half display that they had against Lavey. I'm sure they'll be very, very disappointed. There's a lot of young players out there, and they'll learn a lot from this.
It'll be back-to-back semi-final defeats for the Newbridge men. Beaten last year by Glen, and beaten again this year by Magherafelt. And Magherafelt, who came through the group stage unbeaten, just the one slip up, as we would say, but it was only a draw against Newbridge in the last game. Otherwise they've been absolutely 100%, and they've continued it on, and they might finish here with a goal coming through, but the effort is placed wide. A chance out and wide of the target. Cormac Murphy with the effort to the wrong side of the posts, and out and wide, and there's a little bit of treatment for a Newbridge player at the moment, with 7 minutes remaining. It has been a highly impressive performance from Magherafelt. We can say that Newbridge have been far and well off the boil, but you can't take anything away from Magherafelt.
No, definitely not. Newbridge will be very disappointed with the performance they've put in here this evening, but Magherafelt have been outstanding. From the first minute, they've held the ball, they've made the right choices on the ball. A lot of their big players has played very, very well. Conor McCluskey has done a great job, and Conor Doherty. Owen McAvoy has been on plenty of ball around the middle of the field. Up front, Shane, Cormac Murphy. But in the middle of the field, Dan Higgins has been outstanding as well. He's covered a serious amount of ground and he's been on a lot of ball. And he's also filtered back and got himself in front of goals too.
So have been very good indeed. Mark Doherty in possession, gives it back to Aidan Midlow. Aidan Midlow going infield. Looks to get the support, gets it from Paddy McGrogan. Paddy just inside the 45-metre line, little fist pass in here, takes the return, couldn't get the return, the hand in, good strong hand. It was Dan Higgins that got the hand in there. And there's a little bit of rugby tackling off the ball. But you mentioned the man there, Dan Higgins, he got a strong hand in there to disrupt that one.
He's been outstanding, you know, he's just has been all over the pitch and going forward, he's been linking well with the forwards. Balls around the middle of the field there, he's won his fair possession. It's been an outstanding performance from him, and he's only a young fella.
And 2 points to his name already.
And I watched his younger brother last night playing against Blackie under-17s, and he was outstanding. Connell was outstanding as well. He's already won his All-Ireland minor medal this year with Derry.
And this is really had a superb year with Derry.
Yeah.
So Conor McAlean is getting ready to come in for Magherafelt down in front of us. I'm sure Damien Barton, while I was going to say delighted, he'll not be delighted to have beaten his own club, but delighted with how his adopted club has gone.
Well, Damien has been an outstanding Newbridge man. He's led Newbridge to championship ones, and he's been outstanding for them there. But he's now managing Magherafelt, and that's the job that he's taken on. He's done a real good job with them here. They've so improved so much from their performance against Ballinascreen. It's just the Magherafelt that you expect, you saw the night, you know, and just disappointing Newbridge couldn't get up to the level that they played out against Lavey.
Fergal Duffin getting ready to come in as well for Magherafelt. As we're about to tick inside the last 4 minutes. Don't think we'll have too much injury time, although there was a couple of stoppages, but in games like this, I don't think there's much point in playing much injury time. So player goes down off the ball again. And the referee just halts play. And now will be time for the substitutions. That may be changed now with this Magherafelt player down at the moment, so we'll have to wait to see if Magherafelt will make a change to who they were going to take off. 3.5 minutes of normal time remain. 12 points to 2. Disappointing from Newbridge, just 2 points return. No matter how poorly you play, it's a poor return for a senior championship
definitely
semi-final.
not scoring in the second half of a championship semi-final is very disappointing.
That's a great ball in there to Danny Hebern. Danny Hebern offloads it. Coming from deep is McCluskey. McCluskey gets it away. It's flicked across, and we're going to finish with a goal. No, the man in there was Heron, but it got a touch off a Newbridge man. And now we have the double substitution. Conor McAlean and Fergal Duffin is in to the Magherafelt side. Conor McMurphy is one of the players coming off. And number 7, Conal Hearn, who almost...
Nice way to go off and you get a goal, but he wasn't far off it. He's been outstanding as well. He's covered a serious amount of ground over the pitch.
Well, it's time now, Danny, to name your wee or Derry player of the match.
I think I'm going to go for Dan Higgins. He scored 2 points. He's covered a serious amount of ground. Defensively, he's been outstanding for Magherafelt. He's just been a big solid lad here today.
So Dan Higgins is our wee or Derry player of the match, as the ball comes in from Shane Hebern, but it's out on wide of the target. And 4 points in the second half for Magherafelt. They'll be disappointed, I suppose, to only have hit 4 points, but Danny, they've done what they've had to do today, and they didn't really have to push and go for any further scores. They've done enough.
No, they've been very, very comfortable. You know, that's just been, I thought they were standing, especially in the first half. The second half, they've just been very solid. Just done enough to get through. You know, nobody cares how much you won championship semi-finals by, as long as you won them, and they're very comfortably through the final here.
They're going to be heading to Celtic Park in 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
That final fixed for the 29th of October. But who will they play? Here's Fergal Duffin. Opportunity maybe for the substitute again, wide of the target. But who will they be playing? Find out tomorrow. Glen, the reigning champions, taking on Slotnail, throwing in at 6 o'clock live here on We Are Derry, Derry GAA TV. But before that, we will have the second of the McFeely Group Intermediate Championship semi-finals, of course. Greenlaw and Banagher thrown in at 4. to see who will face Paddy Bradley's Glenullen. There's a ball forward there. And pushing the backs is the referee. So can Newbridge get a score in the second half? We're inside the last minute of normal time. As the ball across here to Aidan McGowan, we're going to have 3 additional minutes. So can Newbridge get the name on the score sheet for the second half? Paddy McGrogan fists it inside to Sean Young coming on to this one. Young lays it back out to Mark Doherty, but again you can see Magherafelt, and your player of the match is in there. Dan Higgins to cut that one out. And now it's with the substitute, Conor McAlean. Conor McAlean coming forward. Shane Hayburn sprints forward. And so too is the full-back going forward there, which was Johnny McAlean. But Magherafelt may just run down the clock now for the next 3 minutes. There may be no panic to push forward here. And they might just hold on to it. Fergus Duffin lays it back here now to Owen McAvoy, who's been superb also. And McAvoy lays it over the head of Danny Hebron, who thought was going to take possession, and now I think they're playing piggy in the middle there with Danny Hebron. They keep hitting it over the head of me.
I think he's not going to run anymore. He's just said that's enough. Well, I'll stand here and you can give the ball to me and I'll throw it about.
So Oren Lynch,
they're just so comfortable.
He's going to use them now. Danny has it. Danny gives it back to Oren, and I think we may have well seen the last action of this game. It's a matter of running down the next 3 minutes, and Newbridge try to push forward and put a little bit of pressure on them, but that leaves gaps, and that gap is now created and opened up for Paddy McLaren to race into. And Paddy McLaren takes past the challenge, gets the effort away. Has it gone inside the near post? Umpire looks and he says no. Out and wide of the target. 2 minutes remain. Damien Barton will be absolutely delighted with how this game went.
They've been totally delighted with the performance. They have nullified Newbridge, who were, I say, outstanding the last day in the second half. They have limited their chances to score. You know, nothing has been easy. You know, I can't remember a Newbridge man getting an easy shot or missing an easy shot. They've just been outstanding defensively. They've been super.
They have been superb. They've given away a free there though, and the man that has fouled is the number 4 Conliffe McGrogan. And Conliffe leaves the ball to Callum McGrogan. And Callum, I'm surprised Conor Doherty's not coming over to drop this one in or to take it, because it doesn't really matter at this stage if it goes over the bar or drops into the net. So Callum is going to just drop it in there, and the hands will go up. It is a man, Paddy McGrogan, that comes out of it over the shoulder from Paddy, but it's out and wide.
Paddy has tried so hard this second half to try and get Newbridge going, but it just hasn't happened for them. He's been on a lot of ball, but just they found it very, very difficult. And Magherafelt defence has been super. You know, just whoever plays them in the final will not be looking forward to playing against their defence anyway.
No, most definitely. And the referee says 2 minutes is enough of the treat. He has seen enough. Magherafelt, our first team into the O'Neill Senior Football Championship final. They've booked their place comfortably and emphatically. 12 points to 2. Danny, sum that one up, because simply it's all about Magherafelt.
I think, Alan, that's not what we thought it was going to be before the match. I thought it would have been a lot closer than that there. But I think Magherafelt performance, they've just been outstanding. There's not a weak player all over the pitch. They've been very solid. Their panel is very solid, and they'll be very, very hard to beat in the final. Whoever takes them on will find it very hard to break down.
Well, Magherafelt, as Danny says, will be hard to beat in the final. They're there, and they're there very much on merit. I suppose award for Newbridge, back-to-back semi-final defeats. This one here will hurt the most, though. I think
more disappointing as performance. You know, last year against Glen, with 10 minutes to go, they were still in it. Tonight, after 15-20 minutes, you could see it. They were finding it very, very hard just to get in the ball, and I'm sure they'll be very, very disappointed by how they performed here. But there's a lot of young players there. They'll go back and regroup. You know, that's the thing about it, is they'll keep putting the effort in, and they'll come back to this stage again at some stage. They'll work on it. But it's very, very difficult to take a performance like that there after all the work they've put in.
Most definitely. Well, Danny, thank you very much for joining me. Not the game we expected, but it's Magherafelt that march on. As you see on your screen now, Magherafelt 12 points, Newbridge 2 points. We will get reaction from the winning camp. Trying to figure it out. Nothing better to do when I'm stuck on you. I'm still in here trying to figure it out. corner. I'm delighted to be joined by our We Are Derry player of the match, Dan Higgins. Dan, firstly, huge congratulations. That was a highly impressive performance from Magherafelt.
Yeah, thank you, Alan. It was probably more comfortable than we were thinking going into the game, but I think just sticking to our game plan controlled the first half, and I think that set us up well for the second.
You controlled the game nearly throughout at your own pace, but you got off to a great start. I suppose it started with a fantastic free kick from Shane Heaver that really settled you into it, and you've never looked back from that. From I think the first 6 kicks on target, all went over the bar.
Yeah, that was something we were looking to get now, because in our other games we hadn't had the strongest start against Green there. We were a bit slow to get started, but no, that game started well with Shane's free and sort of drove us on from there. That's what we were looking.
Just looking back on last week, the semi-final, how big a scare was that against Ballinascreen?
It was nerve-wracking now whenever Duffin had the ball down that corner and there's about 7 screen men around him. He's tiptoeing with the right and left foot. But as just in championship, it's just about getting over the line, I suppose. But
that you took that into today and you've learnt from that, and as I say, you've really hit the ground running from start to finish. Keeping Newbridge to 2 points defensively, I thought you were absolutely rock solid.
Yeah, I suppose that was again to do with our good start. If we were confident after getting a few scores on the board, that set us up well when we were defensive. Just making sure we knew where our man was and sticking to the game plan, as I say.
And what was the word at half time from Damien? Just keep it tight in the second half, don't give them any sniffs at all, because I suppose Damien, he may not be happy with that second half performance. There was a number of wides, so possibly he will look back on that, but second half he's just really controlled it. It was a matter of just seeing out the game really, Dan, wasn't it?
Yeah, half time was just about getting energy back on board, relaxing, and then thinking about what went well, what could improve on, and then just as you say, we had a few wides there that probably could have gone over, or a few opportunities that we could have got, but I think that might have been something to do with the lead that we had, and we started getting a wee bit slack maybe towards the end.
County final, something to look forward to, and
yeah.
How does it feel to be back in the county final?
Well, back in the county final, this will be my first time playing. I remember being on the hill as an under-16 watching it, and it was one of the best days of my life, so it'll be a different feeling altogether now playing in it, so looking forward to it.
You're there. Congratulations, and the very best luck.
Thank you.
You'll have an interested spectator tomorrow for the other semi-final, of course. Now
it'll be an interesting game now. I'm sure there'll be plenty up at it tomorrow in Owenbeg, but should be a good game.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much indeed, Dan, our We Are Derry player of the match. So congratulations to Dan and all at Magherafelt are into our O'Neill Senior Championship final. So that brings the curtain down on the first of our championship semi-finals. Remember, we're back here live tomorrow for the other 2 semi-finals. The McFeely Group Intermediate Championship semi-final between Banagher and Greenlaw. That will throw in at 4 o'clock, followed by the second of our Senior Championship semi-final sponsored by O'Neill's. Reigning champions Glen will take on Slaughtneil. But today it was all about Glenullen, the reigning intermediate champions. They're back into the decider again, where they will take on tomorrow's winners. And Dan and Magherafelt are in to the senior semi-final. From myself, Alan Gunn, and from my co-commentators this evening, Mal McMullen from Gaelic Life and Danny Quinn for the senior game. It's good night from all the Just Content team, the We Are Derry and Derry GAA TV from Owenbeg.